Hello everyone, Jason here. Today is May 21st, and this is your aftermarket update and trade plan review for May 20th, 2016. So the screen that you have here in front of you, this is our Trader View screen for the day's results. You can see that we had a very good day in here, just over $1,100 on 3 setups. You can see here it says 6 total trades. That was 1 on the ES and 2 trades that we took on the CL. In fact, our CL trades were so good that we ended up buying the low of the day, and we'll talk about that in just a few moments. But again, you can see that the results here for today or for the 20th actually, for Friday the 20th, were very strong. Let's talk about here what happened today. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this, I'm pulling this information over here in front of you. This is your membership homepage, and this is where we post lots of information, your indicators, your strategies, your different content, video material, etc. What I want to focus on here today is the trade plan bundle. We want to pull up, this is where your trade plans are for the day. So we're going to click this. This is going to bring up your CL trade plan for the 20th. We'll click the tactics worksheet as well. These are the tactics for the plans. And then, of course, there is your ES daily plan as well. So let's talk a little bit here first about the ES today. The ES, we had one trade that we were looking for here today. We got really caught up and occupied with the CL, but we did take one nice trade according to the trade plan that performed exactly as expected here. So let's take a look here. We'll drag this screen out just a little bit, and we'll come back here. And we said that we had a primary strategy. We were looking for the market to be in a bearish trend today, and we had a primary strategy short here at 2052 quarter up to as high as 205375. We ended up getting in at 2053 half. That was the entry place here that we picked. We went one tick above one tick below the top of the range, the sweet spot there, 2053 half. Market rallies into 2054 and then falls almost immediately down to 2049 quarter. We had a 2-point stop and a 2-point target, and we were very quickly achieved, as you can see here on this 5-minute bar. This 5-minute bar chart, you had 3 straight candles down. That took out our 2 points very quickly. So we didn't do much else on the ES today, but again, the trade plan performing exactly as expected. We had the F1 tactic that we were looking for. So if you go over to your tactics sheet, let's see here. There's your tactics sheet, and you scroll down. We put these trade plan tactics into 2 categories, breakouts and fades. And if you come down here to the F1 tactic, that's this area right here, right? You can see the F1. You go back to your ES trade plan. There is your F1 tactic for short, and it gives you the rules, etc., on how to play that. What you would be looking for is a rally into this area up here. This is very similar, really, to the example that we used. This chart here to your right looks very similar to this example. You had this rally up into the zone. Then you had the sell-off, and again, you were looking for overbought conditions on your 15-minute chart. So if you pull that 15-minute chart over onto the screen here, which we'll do now, you can see that we were above the Bollinger Bands, and we had again, you can see the high there, 2054, and you had overbought conditions here on your 15-minute RSI. So the market rallies into that OTG support and resistance level on your 15-minute chart, rallies, gets into overbought conditions, and then falls out of that. So that is the way that setup worked here on your ES today. That was the only trade that we took over there on the ES, and we were 2 lots, and we got 2 very quick points out of that move. Now, where we really made our hay, so to speak, today was on the CL. We had a couple of very nice trades on the CL today. And so what we did is we rode, I'm going to bring this market maker levels over in front of you here, and we're going to come back here to the trade plan. And so on this trade plan, so you have 2 components to the trade plan here. You have the trade plan itself, and then you have the tactics worksheet here. And so on your trade plan, we talk about the, on your tactics sheet, we talk about these market maker levels and the way that you play those market maker levels. And we had the market maker levels show up for us here today. So once the market opened up and rallied up into this daily structure mid, and we were not able to get up to the daily structure target, we came down, closed underneath this 48.47. We waited to get short. There was some volume and liquidity stacked up around 40. We had a stop up here around 53. We get in short at 40, and our first target was down here at 48.11. So what you're going to see on the OTG Trade of the Day video, you're going to see that we take this, we take a short here, and where we pick up, you're going to see that we're looking for a target down here at 11. I believe I take it off around 15, and then we push down deeper to the low, which is 47.95. So that is how we get into the short to the long today. So what we did is we wrote a short from that 47.40. We took one off, like I said, at 15 ticks, and then we let the other one run all the way down to our long today. So I'm going to bring the OTG trade plan here in front of you. And again, you had 48.04 to 47.95. That was the sweet spot, 95. Your tactic was F1, and that was going to be a long. So just to go back and talk to you again about the breakout tactics, the fade trades on your tactics worksheet, that's your F1. You were looking for, as you move down into a support and resistance zone, you were looking for 15-minute overbought on your chart there. So let's take a look here really quickly. I'm going to tell you about that 94 level here in just a moment. But if you come back into here, you can see that this is your 15-minute chart. There it is, a drive down into oversold conditions and immediately rally up through it. Again, you're trading through the bottom of the Bollinger Band. You hit the oversold conditions right down into the low at 47.95. And that was right on your trade plan. And that is exactly what happened. Also, if you measured out this swing here now, we'll come back and talk about this in just a second, but we'll talk about this right now. If you measured this swing point, again, you're looking for this bar that was made a higher high on either side, and you had this low. You measured this low swing here up to this swing high, and you had the sweet spot 75 at 47.94, and that's exactly where the market rallied off of. If you go back a little bit further into the last week and you measure this high, or rather this low from the 12th up to this swing high just after the inventory report, you can see that sweet spot, OTG sweet spot at the 70.5 was right where the market failed and dipped down into. So again, a couple of retracements here that worked very well. This retracement here at 94 was on your trade plan here today for the 20th. And that was 47.95 was the sweet spot. Your tactic was the F1 long down into that zone. Now, one other thing here I want to point out is this box here that I have drawn. This was on your weekly technical outlook for this past week. So we said for the week of the 16th through the 20th, that first zone above the market that we thought that there would be resistance was 49.20 to 49.75. This is blue zone right here. Market rallies up into it once, comes back, gets right into about the center of that zone, and then fails, comes down to the OTG sweet spot. We took this trade on the 19th, and then it rallied and came back down again into the 70.5, which is what we took here on Friday. And again, you can see that is playing out basically the way that we expected. If you want to see more before we move on, you can go to oiltradinggroup.com. Go to the homepage, and we have posted here the weekly technical outlook for the week of May 23rd. And so, again, same kind of idea, and we've got levels for you all the way up and down on both sides of the market, areas where you can expect for the market to find support and or resistance. Okay, so, again, we took this trade right here at 94 on this sweet spot, and then we took a short from 40 down to 95, and then a long up to our target up there. Around our target that we were looking for was in this zone here of 48.31. That was the area that we were looking for as a targeting area, and I think we ended up getting it out at around 26, 27. I think I take it off I take it off kind of really quickly right there at the end. But it was a really good day here at the Oil Trading Group. And what I wanted to do also is remind you that on June 2nd, we're going to be conducting trade plan training. We're going to have a live training event where we're going to talk to you about the trade plan. We're going to talk to you about how to read, how to play, how to even develop your own trade plan to meet your particular trading style ideas. We're going to talk about the tactics, the different setups on the tactics worksheet. You're going to see examples. We're going to go through it in detail, the rules, etc., surrounding these setups, and so that you can make your own trade plan if you'd like, but you can play our trade plan, learn how to play our trade plan on a day in and day out basis so that you have the opportunity to take advantage of the moves like we did in the live call trade room on Friday. So again, I'm going to let you watch the last part of this push to the downside that we took here on the CL as we come down into the daily structure target. That's about where we pick up the video, just a little bit after that. And then I'm going to let you see us take this short, all right, into the long. Now, again, that is where your 70.5 zone was, right down here at 95. And I'm going to let you watch us take it all the way up into that 31. So that is the trade of the day video. I think the whole video lasts about 20 minutes. And so it's not a long watch. It's pretty quick, actually. So without further ado, here is that OTG trade of the day. 6.5. Let's get through underneath it here. So again, this is part of the entry system that's on your trade plan, right? This is part of the entry system that's on your trade plan. And just a reminder, we'll be doing some trade plan training on June 2nd. So we have a very good trade on our hands here. We had a nice ES trade. We're kicking it here right now on the CL. I'm going to flip and get long at 95. We've been as deep as 98. There's 97, 96. Okay, there's 96. Put 95, and I am in at 95. The stop is 84. Okay, my first target is 05 up above us. First target is 05. 98, 99, let's go, get through it. Let's get up through 98, 99. Stop is 84. You got liquidity at 89 and 88. Come on, get through 99, 00. One rally up through. There's 00. Come on. Get up through 01, 02. Give me that first target at 05. The stop here is a break even. Stop is a break even. I'm just not going to fool around with all this pressure. I think that target would be good, but I'm not going to fool around with all this pressure here. Come on, get through 01, 02, rally up through it here. Give me target 1 up there at 05. Stop is at break even here. Come on, 01, get through 0, 0, 0. There's 01. Let's go, climb. Is that pinpoint accuracy, by the way? There's 02. Stop now 96. Break even plus 1 at 96. And it's against the run here, of course. So there's 01. Let's go 2, 3, 4. Rally up through it. Get that first target off up there at 05. This long on your trade plan. All of this is on your trade plan, by the way. We'll come back and review it. There's 4. Come on. Don't stall at 4. Oh, boy. Don't get up to 4 and not give it to me. 04. Get through 05 up there. We got to 04. That'll be a bummer if that takes me out. But I'm not going to be that bummed about it. but that will be a bummer if it gets to there and doesn't quite finish it. That's a big fall out of the ES as well, by the way. You could have held on. If we had more contracts, we would have held on for more. Come on, rally up through 2, 3, 4 here. Don't stall. There's 2. Get up through 3, 4, 5. There's 3. Come on. Your next, by the way, your final target is 31 up above you there. There's 3. If we get up to it, the final target is 31. $96 is the stop here. Missed my first target by a tick. Come on, fight your way through 3, 4, 5. Liquidity up there at 8, 9, 10. Come on, pop the lid here. There's a 1, 2 again. Can we get through 3, 4, 5? That is the question. First target achieved. Now the stop here is at 96. First target achieved there. 31 is your final target. Please tell me that you were able to take some of this, partake in some of this with us here today. Hopefully I get a couple of yeses in here. Good, Jarian. Lots of liquidity short. Good, Angelica. Lots of short orders up here above us here. 31 is your target up here. So he dealt with some pressure. Dealt with some pressure up there. Now your target is 31, and the stop is break even plus 1. We're going to talk about the trade plan here. We're going to review the trade plan just so you have it. This was everything you've seen here today on the trade plan. Everything that you've seen in here today was on the trade plan. Good, Jerry. At least you got some, yeah. I had the reason I had my stop at 53 and not 52. The reason I moved it back, and I had a guy in here the other day. We had a guest in here that was, oh, that's the cardinal sin. You never move your stop away from price. Well, there's some truth to that, of course, but again, stops and those kinds of things, it's a nuance, right? If you see something at 50, I saw something at 52, and that's right where we got to and then failed, right? The point of that is that I'm not moving my stop 60 ticks away from price action, right? We're not moving stops 60 ticks away from price action. And so it is okay to move your stop a tick or 2 or 3 if you see something in the way, right? Or you think you can hide behind. Does it always work? No. But in this case, the risk reward was well worth it. I didn't get taken out at 52. I risked 1 additional tick. And then the market went down to 95. That's almost a 60 tick move. The risk reward was in line, right? So anyway, Eric, I have not forgotten about you over there. And the question that you had, I will get to you before this session ends, okay, Eric? So I have not forgotten about you. 31 is the target. So, Lawrence, I'm not sure what your question is. When is the trade plan trading? Lawrence, I'm not exactly sure what you're asking me there, my friend. If you'd ask me differently, I would appreciate it. All right, 31 is the target up above. You've got a line of liquidity at 20. We hit 20 and can't get through it. I'm in house money now. It's house money here, right? Maybe it's, we're at house money now. So 31 is your target up here. And if we get there, great. If we don't, I picked $110 up off of this retracement, right, down to the bottom. So it is what it is. We'll see, right? We'll see. We got it. We were as high as 12. You had 107 limit orders up there at 12. So I'm going to do a complete recap here at the end of this. I'm going to do a complete recap for you here so that you could see what we were doing and why we were doing it. And that will occur here at the end of this trade, okay? This, by the way, I'll be done for today. I'll be done, by the way. This thing could rally as high as 48.68, but I'm not going to take my chances. I'm just going to take it off there at 11. 31, not 11, 31. I have 111 long at 05 down here. If you get to 20 and can't get through it, I'll probably start to protect a little bit more here. There's 11. Come on, get through that 12. That was the high of the recent bar was 12. You can bring the stop now to 99. You've got liquidity parked up here ahead of us. You've got a nice band at 592 long at 06. So you could bring that to 005 ticks. 592 long at 06. We'll see if those survive. I believe they will. Anybody in long with me? Anybody flip it and get long with me? Anybody do that? You've got liquidity all the way up at 13. Excellent. Excellent. Lots of yeses in here. Perfect. Beautiful. How about over in the go-to meeting room? Anybody doing anything over there? It's quiet over there. Anybody participating in some form or fashion over there? Eric, James, JM, Kelvin, Seth, Ty. Anybody over there doing anything? All right, I'm looking to get short at 31. You've got a band of liquidity up there at 20. You've still got 600 limit orders long at 06. You still have 600 limit orders long at 06. You know what? I'm bringing the trail stop down here to 96. I am going to ride this out. It's either going to come for 4 ticks for $40. Cool, Eric. Good job. For $40, I'm going to try to risk 4 ticks. I'm going to try to risk 21 ticks here. There's 15, 16. Come on, we got to get up through 20, 18, 19. There's 20. You can bring the trail stop now to 04. That's 10 ticks. There's 17, 18 because we got to that, because we ran into $20. 31 is the target. Bring this now to 10 on the stop. There's 20, 21. That's the band of liquidity that we talked about. There's 21, 22. I'll be doing live training on June 2nd on the trade plan. I'll be doing live training on your trade plan on June 2nd, by the way, if you are inclined to participate. Talk to Dave and Brad. They will help you out. They will get you squared away on what to do. But we will be doing live training on the trade plan. I'm going to go through the trade plan here with you in just a minute. I got to tell you, this is pretty awesome today. I mean, not to put too fine a point on it, but this is pretty awesome. Playing out, we had all of that pressure that we had to deal with, and this is turning out to be pretty freaking cool. 578 short at 16. We'll bring the trail stop to 14 here. And 31 is your target. We may not get there, but you've got 600 limit orders long at 16 and 15. So we're going to bring this up here. You've got liquidity at 16 and 15. You've got 605 limit orders long at 16. The big, huge band. So we're going to park this at 13 on the stop. 13 on the stop. 13 is the stop. How many orders just filled at 16? Not many. So they disappeared. So those aren't real. But the 15 looks real. 13 is the trail stop here. Now they're back at 15. $18, $19, $20. Let's go. Fight your way up through 2021 here. One more push up through. Some liquidity at 25, 26. There's 20. Stop here is at 13. Lots of liquidity following it up at 15, 16. Let's see. 20 has been a tough area. 22, we were as high as 22 recently. 31 is your target. $13 is the stop. It's probably going to get me here before it rallies up to 31. It's eventually going to rally up to 31 is my it's eventually going to rally up to that 31, I suspect. It may take me out before, and that's okay. At this point, I don't care, to be honest with you. See if we can get through 1920. If you could pop that lid on that 20, we're headed north. Really, 22 is where you got to pop up through. There's 19. Come on, get through 20, 21. There's 19. Come on, tag that 20. There's 20. Now get through it. Back to 19, 18, 17. Yeah, 20's tough. I told you 20 will be tough when we're approaching it. And it is not failing to disappoint. Failing to disappoint. It's not disappointing. All right, rally up through 19, 20, 21. Now you've got 600 limit orders long again at 16. Somebody's trying to keep the pressure up here. Somebody's trying to keep the pressure up. There's 16. Those are real orders, by the way. Yep, that's exactly right, Stephen. That's precisely it. 546 hit the bid at 16, and that held. So we'll see if we can continue the rally. 13 is the stop. Yeah, it's a matter of taste. So what Stephen is saying, look, I can't fade trade. I can't stand in front of the train. I can't catch the falling knife. So he's been doing breakout trades instead, which is perfect, right? It is a personality thing. I'm not a huge breakout guy. That's just goes against my nature. So we give you opportunities to do both, right? And that's what's cool. That's what's cool. I think it's cool anyway. And this may take me out at 13, but that's okay if it does. I'm not going to be terribly disappointed. Hopefully this will keep me in by one more tick again. 17, 18, 19, rally up through 20. Rally up through 20, 21. Let's go. You've got liquidity back here at 20. 16, 15. 13 is the stop. Top of the hour in 10 minutes here. Top of the hour in 10 minutes. This might just need to wait till the top of the hour. That's a possibility before it finishes that move up to 31. ES is climbing. $165 long at 14. So this is, we're just settling in here at the moment. 13 is the stop. 185 long at 14. There's 17, 18 again. 24, you've got liquidity stacked up against you up there around 24. So break through 22, we need to get through 25, and then we should be all the way up into our target. But I'll start tightening it up, way up. If we get to like 30 and can't get through, or 27 and can't get through, we'll tighten it up again. 100 long at 14. There's 17, 18 again. 108 short at 20. That's really the line right now that we got to get through. $184 long at 14. And this is the line in the sand right here. 13 is my stop. Actually, 12 is my stop. Sorry, 12 is the stop. One more tick. You've got another band forming up at 13. So 20, get through 20 here. Come on. Get up through 20. Fight your way through this 20, 21. There we go. Come on, 22, 23. Fight your way up through 31. Final target here. Get through 21. Don't pause. Keep going. There's 21. Now 20. There's 23, 24, 25. Stop here at 18. 25. This is it. Let's get through 26. Come on. Don't pause. Right here. Stop at 18 now. Just going to get below 20. May not make it up at this point, but I'm not going to give. So I'm at 18. I'm actually at 17 on the trail stop. We got to 26. We've got liquidity up there. 17 on the trail stop. 105 short at 100 short at 26. Another 100 short at 28. And we bought the low of the day, by the way. Trade plan lets you buy the low of the day. Now that's buying low. Okay, get up through 26. You've got 131 limit order short at 30, but you've got 27 and 28. There's 24. Okay, nice liquidity coming in here at 23. You can pull the stop back to 28. And by the way, you had about 100 orders fill up down there at that 95. So it held. It was sturdy, right? It held. You had about 100 orders fill up down there at 95. Okay, you've got limit orders short at 26 to 30 here. So we'll see if we can break through 25 to 26 and then 27. There's 25 again. There's 26, trying to get through it. 27, 31 is the target. You know what? My target is 30. You know what? My target's right here at 26. I'm out. I'm done. My target's right there. All right. So you see that on that trade there, we ended up purchasing the low of the day on the CL at 47.95. It just banged right down in there, filled, I think it was 195 lots before the market rallied, and then rallied in a major way. So again, 3 trades today, all 3 called out well in advance on your OTG trade plan. We published the trade plan the night before. It is published about 12 hours in advance of the market open. So you have a really good idea of what to expect. You can study that plan and be ready for that plan when it develops, and then be able to successfully execute it like we did in the live call day trading chat room today. So again, as always, I want to say thank you for spending time watching the videos here at the Oil Trading Group. And until next time, I want to wish you good luck and good trading.